Well, hello, my fine looking people out there in the internet world. This is the Demon Hunter Guide 101 for all you fellow Demon Hunter maniacs out there. Today, I'm not going to talk like this the whole time, don't worry. I'm going to go through the Demon Hunter Natalya's rapid fire build today. So, this is ideal for beginning your journey to develop or put together the Legacy of Dreams rapid fire build. Because it requires ancients, and obviously you have to level up your Legacy of Dreams gem. In the interim, you can go with something like this. This is the Natalya's rapid fire version, and this is actually dominating leaderboards on the non-seasonal game mode. In seasonal at the moment, Legacy of Dreams rapid fire is the strongest, but having said that, like, Demon Hunter's so versatile. They're pretty good with all their builds. Like, Shadow's Mantle is still up there, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos where I've went back to the Shadow's Mantle Impale set with some of the improvements. Rapid fire, it's good to see something different instead of just the same old sets and builds dominating. Rapid fire for once is up there, and I think it's great. So without talking too much, let's get on in there and have a look and see what it actually involves. So we'll start with skills. We're using rapid fire with bombardment, vault with tumble, vengeance, dark heart, rain of vengeance, flying strike, companion with boar companion, smoke screen with vanishing powder, our primary skill for reducing damage taken, avoiding damage. Companion, you can swap this out for cal drops as well. You can definitely make a few changes. It just depends on your personal playstyle, what items you have, and what you prefer. So feel free to experiment. It's definitely, that's the beautiful thing about Diablo 3. You can experiment. There's no right or wrong. So you can tell me off all you want in the comments below, but everyone has different tastes with certain little things, like different variations. It's fine. With the passives, I'm using Awareness, Leech, Call of the Week, and Grenada. Now, I did forget to mention that this is primarily a GR pushing build, so we're not going to be moving very quick. This definitely isn't very strong when it comes to speed farming or doing quick Nephilim Rifts, bounty farming, nothing like that. This is ideal for GR pushing, because it's pretty slow. You're going to notice that you're not going to be moving very quickly, so you might be annoyed, but it definitely holds up very strong when you're pushing those higher GRs, definitely, without a doubt. So before you start complaining about things, just note this is a GR pushing build that we're going through today. So looking at the items, we've got Natalya's helm, chest, pants, legs and gloves, so 5 pieces, because we do have the Ring of Royal Grandeur equipped, which I'll get to in Canai's Cube. The Oghild's Authority, we've got Og's, I'll just call it Og's for short. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. So we've got Og's shoulders, Og's braces, and this has been buffed in the recent patch. So what happens here is, because we've got the Ring of Royal Grandeur equipped, we get the full 3-piece set bonus, and we've only got 2 pieces equipped, which is great. But in case you're not aware how this set works, this newly revamped, reworked set, for 2 pieces it reduces damage taken by 15% and increases your damage dealt by 30%. If you have 3 pieces, which we don't have 3 pieces equipped, but we get the 3-piece bonus, beautiful. For 3 pieces, reduce damage from elites by 30% and increase damage against elites by 30%. So great survivability and great damage output from this new and improved set. We're using the Traveler's Pledge with a Compass Rose, the Compass Rose, Elusive Ring, Hellcat Waistguard for the belt here. We're using Dawn and also Sin Seekers. The gems that we're using, all diamond gems for your gear and for your jewelry slots. Bane of the Stricken, Bane of the Trapped, and Pain Enhancer. Of course, you can try different variations and experiment for yourself. You can go for all emerald gems if you want, but survivability here is going to be very, very important when we're pushing GR. Don't forget to have an emerald gem in your weapon there to increase your critical hit damage by 130%. A whopping 130. As far as stats go, you definitely want to go dexterity, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, cooldown reduction wherever possible, definitely. And of course, vitality is great for survivability as well and increasing your overall life here. So with your cooldown reduction, as you can see here, I've got it on most of my items. Now, reason being is because we're gonna want to spam the smoke screen here as much as possible. It's a 6-second cooldown. When we activate it, we're immune to damage, and then it reduces damage taken. But while it's on cooldown, we're actually very vulnerable and we can cop some damage. That's why we're gonna have to make sure Vengeance is active with Dark Heart. We're also going to be using Boar Companion whenever we can as well, preferably in the downtime when we're waiting on smoke screen. But generally, as we're dishing out damage with our rapid fire, we're going to be reducing our cooldown as well, so you can keep on spamming. Just spam smoke screen because this is a channeling build. We're not going to be moving much. We've got to find a spot, stay there, and channel rapid fire like so. Obviously, I'll show you our gameplay example in a moment, but I'm just going through everything nice and thorough right now so I don't get too many questions down below. But feel free to bombard me anyway, that's what I'm here for, you creepy damn uncle. Now, we've got to go into Canai's Cube. So with Canai's, I'm using the Wajania Salter. This increases rapid fire by 100% and stacks up to 30 times. So again, like I mentioned, you can see it stacking at the bottom there. We want to be in one place to get that 30 stacks to actually be doing our maximum damage. So the more you move, or when you stop channeling, it stops. Or sorry, the stacks rather disappear and we have to gain all the stacks again. So at 30 we're doing maximum damage. So just keep an eye on that down the bottom. Well, don't have to keep an eye on it, but what I'm saying is you have to definitely be stationary and keep your button on that rapid fire to get your stacks up to 30. But as you can see, it's pretty quick. So we're not gonna, it only takes a few seconds. So your second focus will be staying alive. Elemental damage that's on the floor, you want to definitely get out of it. You've got Vault here to get on out of it. But anyway, we're going to keep going in Canai's here. Aquila Karas for your armor, which I'll explain in a second how to make sure that we're above 90% primary resource. Ring of Royal Grandeur, like I mentioned, so we can get the full 6-piece bonus of Natalya's and the full 3 pieces of Og's set as well there. So this is going to be a little bit tricky because Rain of Vengeance is going to boost our damage big time. So we have to make sure that when you cast Rain of Vengeance, you'll see that it's on cooldown here. For 10 seconds, it increases our damage. However, because we're going to reduce the cooldown as we're playing on through, Rain of Vengeance can be used a lot more often. But if you keep using it more often, you're going to find yourself, if you keep using it when it's up, rather, you're going to find yourself running out of hatred. You're going to get under that 90% capacity, and then you're not going to benefit from Achilles' Cuirass, which is super important. We need as much damage reduction as possible here because we're pushing high GR. So what you want to do is keep an eye on the actual active Natalya's Vengeance here. So don't keep spamming it, so you're not going to run out of hatred. You want to find a place to keep on casting your rapid fire, and then whenever you can see that it's running out, then you recast it. Right now we're not killing enemies, so we're not generating the cooldown. It's not making our cooldown go any quicker, but you'll see what I mean once we go into the actual rift. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't spam your Rain of Vengeance too much. You want to keep an eye on your hatred. So use one Rain of Vengeance, find a good spot, channel your rapid fire. And then, like right now, you could cast Rain of Vengeance again if we were in a rift, but you wouldn't want to do it. You want to make sure that you milk as much time out of your Rain of Vengeance that's active as possible. And obviously, you want to make sure that your Vengeance is up whenever damn possible. And when you're... So, we cast our Rain of Vengeance, make sure Vengeance is up, we're channeling, and then we use Smoke Screen for survivability, enemies all around us, blah, 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 and then Smoke Screen again, so keep on spamming. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much what you do. You've got your companion there as well, keep on spamming your Smoke Screen. So Natalya's is up, make sure that that's up 100% of the time. Vengeance, that's pretty much it. It's a bit difficult to go through the rotation because there's no enemies around us that are going to help us actually reduce our cooldowns. So we're going to go into a GR right now and show you how it's done. Before I go in there, I'll just cover off Paragons because people get upset when I don't cover it off. So with your core, what you want to do is make sure your movement speed is capped at 25%. That is with your items equipped plus your Paragon points. So depending on what you have in your items, you want to make sure that what you put into your Paragons equals 25%. So if you've got nothing, no movement speed on your items, put in 25% entirely into your movement speed here, and then put the rest into dexterity. With your offense, definitely want to go cooldown reduction first. Spread the rest, but equally between crit damage and crit chance, and then dump everything else into attack speed. With your defense, go resist all first, then armor, then life, and then life regen. As you can see, I'm 2 points away from actually maxing out all of my Paragon stats there. With utility, you want to go life per hit, resource cost reduction, area damage, and gold find in that order. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go do a GR together. We'll go for like a 90 just to show y'all how it's done so it doesn't take too long. If you have any questions, ask me. Feel free to ask in the comments below. Please give me a thumbs up if you found this helpful and enjoy watching my videos and seeing this ugly face. If you want to show your support, you can definitely subscribe, but otherwise just keep on coming back and spending time with the creepy guy. Me right here. I'm actually not creepy, I'm a nice guy, but for some reason someone came up with that creepy uncle nickname and it's kind of stuck, so I'm just, you know, working with it. But really, I'm not creepy at all, I promise. Let's go. Let's go. Do some GR. Alright, so this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Make sure that your Reign of Vengeance buff is up. Like I was trying to explain out there in non-GR land. See how quickly it goes off cooldown? So it's still active right now. You don't want to spam it. If you spam it, you're going to find yourself low on hatred. And it happens, you know, sometimes I have brain farts and my fingers are working a lot quicker than my brain. Or I'm trying to do a video like now and I can't concentrate properly. It does see, well, that wasn't it, but anyway, I nearly died there. So smoke screen is very important. We're very vulnerable when that's down. So with your companion as well, that gives us a bit more survivability and heals up some of our health. But ideally, you want to try and have smokescreen up whenever possible. Or you want to use it when you're taking the most damage, which, you know, a lot of times we're right in the middle of it like that. But you've also got Reign of Vengeance, which you can cast. It's actually doing some frost damage, so it's going to freeze enemies and it's going to sort of work as a crowd controlling skill, so it's not going to be, there are different ways of surviving here. The more you get, you have to just practice, and you'll get good at this. But primarily, I think smokescreen is your most important damage reduction and way of staying alive, especially when you get a lot of this elemental damage on the floor. I'm going to get the hell out of there and leave an orb behind. That's alright. This is just an example. Pylons obviously are nice, especially when we get a shield pylon. That is the best for this this build. So don't forget to reactivate Vengeance whenever you possibly can. When you got enemies all around you and when you're right in between the action and you're taking melee damage plus range damage and elemental as well, which is the nastiest, the most dangerous, make sure that you activate your smoke screen. Spam that smoke screen ability. But as you can see, damage-wise, this is a very, very strong build. We're just very vulnerable when smoke screen's down. That's why I said make sure that you put cooldown into anything you possibly can. Cooldown reduction is your friend. So I took a big hit there with smoke screen down. Your Vengeance as well. It's very hard to get 100% uptime with your Vengeance. So when that's down, you're super vulnerable as well. This is Natalya's, it's not Unhallowed Essence. Natalya's Rapid Fire. It's a unique playstyle. It's challenging. It's a channeling build. Not my preferred playstyle, to be honest, but if you're looking to really push higher GR, if you're stuck on GRs and you're looking for a way to push through and you're looking for something different, a new challenge, then try this Rapid Fire Natalya's build. It might be what you're looking for, and it might appease your playstyle. It's definitely powerful. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but we're powering on through. Personally, I love multi-shot. I don't know why, I just love that build. Very overpowered. Most of the enemies you kill, you don't even have to see on screen. So, but obviously it gets pretty challenging. You get to you plateau out at a certain GR level, and then you have to switch over to probably either this rapid fire build or your Legacy of Dreams one. You can also do one with Legacy of Nightmares as well, but with Legacy of Dreams now, it's probably a lot better just to use the gem, the brand new gem. Another pylon here, so shield pylon is just what we want, baby. Now we can just dish out this awesome damage and not worry too much about taking it. So make sure that you aim your rapid fire at the actual elite, so those grenades are falling right on his head, like that. That'll kill him nice and quickly. And then keep on moving and find another elite and rinse and repeat. Find an elite, rinse and repeat. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. So Rift Garden is inching close. So Rift Garden's pretty damn easy with this setup, with this build. Shit, it's getting hot in here. I'm gonna have to take off all my clothes. Alright, here we go. So after this elite, we should be coming close to summoning the Rift Guardian. And then I'm going to go continue on, and I'll be back and I'll talk about the Legacy of Dreams version of this build. Very, very similar. For those of you that are familiar with Diablo 3 and the Demon Hunter class, you'll be able to put 2 and 2 together and probably do it all for yourselves. But if you're not too sure, tune back in. Once I have all the items that I require for the Legacy of Dreams version. Alright, here we go. After this elite, for sure we're going to get the Rift Guardian. Tune back in, we'll talk about the Legacy of Dreams version, which is, I think, the most powerful, the most dominant build. Currently, as I sit here recording right now, it is the most powerful build for the Demon Hunter class in solo GR pushing. So Rift Guardian's super easy. With our Rain of Vengeance and our smoke screen, we just down the Guardian like so. Pick up all your loot and away you go. So that is the Natalya's rapid fire build for the Demon Hunter class in Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you found this helpful. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions, or if you just want to compliment me or say something nasty. Try not to say something nasty, but if you have to, you know, I'll take it on the chin. No problem. I'm a strong boy. I can take it. If you haven't subscribed, that'll definitely show your support. You're more than welcome to if you want to. Otherwise, no pressure. Just come back, say hello any damn time. Love you all. Can't wait till you come back again and see me.